The Detroit Lions will fall to 1-1 on the season after one of the most disappointing and frustrating losses I think I've had to watch. All that hype going into the game, all the talk in the past week or so about, it ain't the same Detroit and all the ski mask stuff, the loudest Ford Field's ever been, and we just go in and we lose in overtime to the Seattle Seahawks, who got blown out by the Los Angeles Rams in their own stadium last week. What a frustrating day. So I'm going to talk about the game, and then I'm going to go through a ton of things that, just frustrated me overall, maybe a couple positives, negatives, but it's going to be a pretty short video. Thanks for watching, by the way. I really do want to say that I thought the referees were really bad. I hate blaming refs, but man, the refs control the game. They really do in the NFL. They have to make the right calls when they need to, and not only was there a missed call at the last play of the game, Aiden Hutchinson being held, which even the announcer saw, there was plenty more. I counted 5 times in the last 3 drives for the Seattle Seahawks where the refs missed a hold on whether it was, I think it was Hutch and then Charles Harris. There was one where he was being held as well. It was bad. I mean, and I know, we shouldn't have to blame the refs, but it's what it came down to. I mean, we could have had a chance on offense if the referee would have called the blatant holding call that was right in front of him. But besides that, man, I was driving home from East Lansing. I watched Michigan State get their asses kicked. Yesterday, I was driving home, listening to it in the car, looking at the score. And it seemed like we had, plenty. It seemed like we were in control the whole first half. 7 points. We were forcing punts. We didn't force a single punt last year. And so for us to be able to do that and hold them to 7 points in the first half, force a couple missed field goals, put up 14 points, I was really happy with that. So definitely played a good game defensively in the first half. And then the second half starts. David Montgomery fumble. They score 3 plays later. We go down score after that. A couple drives later, Seattle gets a field goal. And then we go for it on 4th down, miss it. Seattle goes down the field. They're up 24-21. Jared Goff throws a pick 6. They're up 31-21. And it seemed like all the hope was lost. And then, so this is what I really want to, this is what one of the things that really frustrated me and I think kind of caused us to lose this game was the fact that we played for the tie. There's 5 minutes left. We could have easily scored with 4.5 to go. And we decided to drain the clock down at 3 minutes, giving Seattle a chance to just get a first down and win the game. Our defense came up with the stop that we needed, which was huge. We get the ball at the 50-yard line. Cleve Raymond with a nice return. And then what do? We just throw a couple 10-yard plays, throw a nice 5-yard play on 3rd down to Jahmyr Gibbs. 4th and 3. And then we kick a field goal, tie it. I just don't understand why we didn't take at least 1, if not 2 shots to the end zone. That last play that went to Jahmyr Gibbs instead of, that ended up leading to the field goal. If we would have taken a shot there or just tried to get a first down, we had 2 timeouts left. And trust me, I'm fine with playing for the tie. I have no issue with that at all because, A, you don't want to leave Seattle anytime. And B, we saw what happened last year in Buffalo. And B, I'm okay with going into overtime with all that momentum. But at the same time, it comes down to the coin flip of who wins, right? It's what we've learned again with Buffalo and Kansas City a couple years ago in the conference championship. It's how it goes. And that's why, I'm fine with playing on the tie. Like I said, I'm fine with playing for the tie. But you have to at least, try to win. You can't just sit there and say, all right, we're going to drain the clock and kick a field goal. Like, why not at least try and take a shot at the end zone? Why not try and take a shot down the 10-yard line? Why not give Amon-Ra a chance to, go down and score? I mean, we had 1 minute and 50 seconds when we had the ball. The 50-yard line, and you're not going to try and win. And again, I'm okay with playing for the tie, but at least try and win. And I'm fine with, kicking the field goal and stuff. Just try and go for the win and win the game. You don't want to go to overtime. You want to win. So, but again, I'm fine with, like I said 5 times already, I'm okay with going for the tie. Just you got to at least, try and show that you want to try and at least go for the win a little bit and just make sure that, you don't have to lose in overtime. So at least try and go for the win. And besides that, I thought that was really stupid of Dan Campbell to, not try and do that. It's whatever. Didn't really like that. And that was one thing that I really thought lost us the game. Number 2 would be all the turnovers, turnover on down specifically, those were bad. And then 3, the turnovers. 3 turnovers, a Amon-Ra fumble, which didn't really matter going into halftime. David Montgomery fumble at the start of the second half, which sucked. And then the Jared Goff pick 6, which was the real killer. And yeah, that was bad. Number 4, thought the referees were really bad, not going to lie, but you know what, it's whatever. But referees were referees were really bad. You can see it right there. This Hutch being held. Referees were really bad. And then, again, just defense underperforming. Just the secondary looked horrible. No pass rush whatsoever. That was another thing. I know there's a lot of holding that they missed, but, man, we could not get a pass rush on Geno Smith, and he picked us apart as he should have. So just very disappointing there. I mean, if you want to look at any positives, I thought Sam Laporta looked awesome. I thought that Jared Goff had himself a hell of a game. Just that pick six. It's really what killed us, man. I mean, that was really bad, but it wasn't all his fault either. But, man, that was a killer. I thought that Amon-Ra had a great game. How about Josh Reynolds probably having one of his best games as a Lion? Cleve Raymond was good too. Jahmyr Gibbs really didn't do much at all. Montgomery had a good game. Went down with an injury. He should be okay, but again, disappointing. I think if there's one thing that I am happy about is that we lost this game, and I would rather probably lose this game and not in Green Bay. I think I'd also rather win in Kansas City as well. So, you know what? I'm gonna look at this game and we're gonna take away the positives. NFC North went 0-4. We're okay. We got Green Bay coming up in less than 2 weeks. We go out in Green Bay and we win that. We'll make up for it. We'll be 3-1. Hopefully, as long as we take care of business at home against the Falcons. Hopefully that should be a blowout. But yeah, no reason to lose that game in Seattle. But you know what? We're gonna lose games like that. Seattle's a good team. I don't think this will mean us, mean anything come playoff time. Now in Green Bay is going to probably be the biggest game that we'll have for a while. That's going to, determine playoff seeding and stuff like that. So, and Green Bay could compete for the division this year. So, it's going to be a big game, man. We've got to win in Green Bay. That would make up for it because I did have us losing in Green Bay. So, if we win in Green Bay, we make up for it. So, let's hope we can do that. Other than that, disappointing game. But, man, let's bounce back next week and the week after. And hopefully, we can still start 4-1. And, hopefully we can still have a good start. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.